Here is how to use a CS omni tool, which can help you transfer items from one place to another without doing it yourself, and without worrying about the weight stat. So once you craft, you have the menu, some information. Now in the radial menu you have two modes: basic transfer and advanced transfer. Let's start with basic. You select it. Now as you can see, there is basic transfer. We have an Anki with some metal. For example, you came from a run and you want to transfer it to the forge. So the way we do it is right click, you will see CS source set, rainbow Anki, and left click to where you want to place it. And you will see one item transferred. If you look at the forge, all the metal is here, and Anki inventory is empty. Basically, the basic transfer will transfer everything you have in one place to the other. In this case it was just metal, but if you move something from box to box, or from dino to box, it will transfer everything there is in inventory from one source to the other. Now the advanced. Advanced is more useful, but also a bit more complicated. So when you select the advanced transfer, left click, you will have this menu. So be aware, when you're in your base and you have a large base, all the structures you have in your base will be shown up here in the source box. Here you will have all of the dinos that you have outside, not in cryo. So just so you know, also in destination, and here you will have all the structures and all the dinos of your base. Just so you know, you will have to scroll down. So advanced transfer works similar to basic, but more precise. For example, I want to take now the metal from the forge into the Anki. So from source, you select from where you want to take the items from. So now it says include CS Industrial Forge. Now we type metal because we want to transfer metal. So here will be the items you selected for transfer. Here is where destination, where you want to put it. We want to put it on the Anki. So here we go. From forge, items metal, into Anki. We click transfer and you will see metal, 208 items transferred, transfer complete. So what we will see now, forge empty, and Anki has the 208 metal. Another thing about this, if you have multiple forges, for example it's not one but two forges, and you transfer from Anki into the forge like we just did, it will divide the metal 50-50 and put in both forges, not just one. So if you have 8 forges, it will split the metal into equal amounts and put them in each forge that is in range. How to use CS transfer control unit, which is similar to our CS omni tool, which is unlocked slightly later. It unlocks at level 105, so it is pretty much the end game item, but can be used in your base. So once you craft it and placed it like this, you can snap it to walls or whatever. So you will see you can activate it, but it will just do a click and deactivate again. So here is how it works. You open the radial menu, You have edit transfers. And you have exactly the same window as Omni tool. Now, why would you use it instead of Omni tool? Well, it adds a nice addition to your base in some cases. And it's nice because you can have presets the same as Omni tool, but you don't have to carry it in your inventory. You can just keep it in some corner of your base, click it once in a while, and be done with it. So now, I'll use as an example my how I feed my gachas automatically with this transfer control unit. I have here 5 gachas around my base. They are all producing. They are really happy with the gacha gavagers. As you see, they are empty because they already ate everything. Fat bastards. Now, here is how I do it. Source. So we need to find where we take the food for gachas. So I have plant species Y traps growing here, as you see. But I have aggregator that collects it. Not this one, this one. As you see here, plant species Y trap. In your case you might not have aggregator, so you can collect them straight from the crop plots or the CS gardener. I do not have gardener because I'm using item aggregator instead. But it works exactly the same. So we go to edit transfers. First we want to find the plant white traps, where they are, in which structure. As you see, I have a lot of structures because my base is, well, big. It has a lot of structures. So we are looking for aggregator here because my plant traps are in item aggregator. So from source I selected aggregator, then I select plant Y here, plant Y trap, not to mistaken with seeds. Plant Y trap. And now where do I want to put them? I need to find CS gacha gavager here. Now I have 5 gacha gavagers, not just one. So if I do transfer, as you see, it transferred 6,000. You saw that this gavager was empty. Now it's not. And it will be pretty much the same for each and every one of them, because the transfer splits the amount equally between all of the structures of the same type. So now why use this? Well, you have presets. Presets are actually pretty useful. That's how I use it. Here is my gacha preset. Include CS item aggregator, plant species Y trap, and transfer it to gacha gavagers. So I just select gacha feed, and as you see, it will transfer every time I activate. Now there is no items in aggregator, so nothing is transferred. So how to make presets? You select one of the presets, doesn't matter which one. For example, I'll do 5. Now you click this gear wheel before you start doing anything here, and call it, well, let's just say testing. Okay, now you've named it, and we can continue to do the transfer. Aggregator, plant Y species trap, and gacha gavager. Now, once you've done all this, selected the source where to take from, selected the items which you want to transfer and where to, the destination, click this floppy disk icon, which is save. You will say preset saved on top. Now, when you close the window, if you go to set active transfer, as you see, we have now testing. So once I click testing, we go to edit transfer, here, testing, it will show already saved. So you can just set active transfer testing. As you see, there is a wording saying current preset testing. Click, as you see, it transferred another 120 plant traps in between the scavengers. So that's it.